Shalom, shalom, it's the brother Yahweh Shapat, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Alahaya Nawa Bahashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in these scriptures. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. So, this is Jeremiah 10:2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. And we usually bring out Jeremiah 10:2 for, Christmas, but it could be used and applied to all these wicked holidays that Esau has, basically set on high, so I'm entitled this Happy Valentine's Day. And, as a man, when you with a woman, you taking care of her. That's why I've actually heard the apostles say it ain't nothing wrong with a brother dealing with a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? Most of these women's fancy themselves and carry themselves like a prostitute anyway. And the way they broke it down is you going to pay for it one way or another. And that's true. And that's all this day is. This is Jake and other men out there, making an elaborate event out of a wicked holiday, ultimately to get the same box they've been getting for years or whatever it may be. This ain't, but you celebrating Valentine's Day, you're not celebrating it. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai ain't got nothing to do with Valentine's Day. So you shouldn't have anything to do with it. Man, and to you brothers out there that you might got a woman that's treating you like shit today, she with you, she giving you hell because you don't celebrate it, man, fuck that bitch, man. And if you got to leave her to hey, please, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and you do what you got to do for the Lord, man. And the Lord going to do what he got to do for you. Even if that's, get you another woman. This shit, everything we have, whether it be money, jewelry, a certain car, brothers got certain things. Now, we ain't got it all, but the Lord don't just not give unto his men. We got certain things that we desire. We done worked for it. The Lord to give you the opportunity to work for it, to get the money to buy it, whatever. The Lord know what be on your heart as far as your desire towards certain things. So certain brothers might have this and that, might have, like I say, a few trinkets, a couple of shekels. That shit ain't nothing, man. All of it comes from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So, Akim, don't be afraid to lose out on a woman because you don't want to fucking celebrate this wickedness. And this is it's Lupercalia. It's a pagan love festival, and it's demonic in nature. So we gonna get into what some of the Romans used to do. Some of these other nations, we'll get into what they did on Valentine's Day. Sexual orgies, fornication, adultery, rape, lust, sex with minors, drunkenness, fertility goddess is linked to the fertility goddess, homosexuality. So, man, when you with a woman, 9 times out of 10, you doing for this woman on a daily basis. You think about her all the time. You might be out, babe, I sent you this, I grabbed you this. So if you with a woman, especially you guys who done been with these women, you with a woman, you taking care of her regardless, man. To have a woman, they require maintenance. That's why you gonna have the scriptures talk about you having trouble in the flesh, which we've all dealt with it. It's what comes with the territory. But women require maintenance. But man, if you with a woman and she giving you hell about this, hey, let her know that you will walk away from her. Because women don't respect men that they feel like can't walk away from them anyway. And they try to use, because I done been through it. They try to use this wicked ass holiday to start an argument. You know what? Hey, I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. This is what it is, and we ain't celebrating it. So you just gotta be, hey, if you gotta lose a woman because of this shit, man, let her go, man. A lot of these women that you come into the truth and you with them, 9 times out of 10, they not gonna make it with you. They not gonna respect you. They not gonna respect the change. You know, you going from a regular man to a king, a god, and a priest. You know, so hey, these women, man, you know, they come a dime a fucking dozen, man. Literally. You know, and what she won't do, another woman will. You know, so hey, man, to hell with this fucking holiday. You know what I'm saying? You know, and to hell with your woman, man, if she giving you hell about this. You know, and these women, they don't think for themselves. So you could tell her something, and it's gonna go in one ear and out the other, like telling her the truth about what Valentine's Day actually means, what it's actually linked to historically. She don't want to hear that. All she see is a bunch of other people doing something on fucking social media, and she see y'all not doing it. And you know, these women, man, they're more into the world than you ever will be as a man. They more into this shit. A lot of men celebrate holidays because they woman want them to. So that's the whole point. Don't let a woman be the reason that you know, don't let pleasing your woman piss off Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. Fuck that, man. You know, and the Lord will test you with one of these women, like, let me see if he gonna break down. Nah, man, fuck that. You know, stick to your guns, man. Salakia for that cursing. You know, but, you know, to hell with that, man. You know, sometimes you got to get raw and uncut with it, man. Like, hey, we as men catch hell in this society behind something as simple as not celebrating these wicked ass holidays that are cloaked in a demonic vibration and origin. We, you know, hey, to please your woman, worship Satan, man. No, man. You got to have a backbone, and I'm just bringing this, you know, the spirit on me to say these things because I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? You know, every woman I deal with, they know, man, he don't celebrate. You're not going to get me to. You're not going to get me to, you know, hey, even birthdays, to be honest with you. You know, now, if I'm stuck in a situation at work, you know, if you got to say happy birthday to your coworker to get by, whatever. But most people that deal with you should know that you stand for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You don't partake in these you know, pagan festivities, man, whether it be Christmas, New Year's, all of them. Go down the list. All of them are linked to a pagan origin, and all of these holidays, they piss Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai off, man. If it ain't a holy day, man, we shouldn't even really, you know, we shouldn't be giving any heed to it. We shouldn't be celebrating it, man. You know, the Pasach coming up, which Lord willing, like brothers say every year, Lord willing, it's the last one. But you know, the Pasach's coming up, and that's always a beautiful time of the year for me because, you know, it represents the Lord giving life to the earth again. It represents, you know, a very, very, it's a solemn assembly. You know, it represents the Lord bringing us up out of Egypt, man, and making us into a great nation. You know, it marks the start of that. You know what I'm saying? It marks the start of pretty much like the birth of Israel as a nation, man. You know, so that's that's something you should be celebrating, man. But you know, these women ain't down with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, me, myself, I go long periods of time without getting some box, without dealing with a woman. It is what it is. You know, I know for a fact that, you know, I probably could pull more women. But you know what I would have to do to get them? I have to be worldly, man. Get a trim up, get a shape up and shit. You know, I have to trim my way to seek the love of a woman. Why should I? What glory is it in that, man? You know, it's a glory in you not having a woman for a reason. Rather, you know, because if we were worldly men, we probably would have a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I was listening to that guy from the little Fresh and Fit podcast thing. And I don't know if he's a Jake or not. You know, a lot of these guys, they they're like they're a part of this psyop. Esau want to see who all is like, what's the word I'm looking for? Esau wants to see who's compliant, and he wants to make note of who is a part of that other group. And a lot of these guys, I like Andrew Tate. I'll admit it. I like some of the things that he says, but who's to say that he's not controlled opposition, these red pill guys, whatever you want to call them? A lot of them are set up by the government. A lot of them have CIA and Freemason ties. But a lot of the things that they say are true. One of them guys from the Fresh and Fit podcast, I'm going to try to make this short. He was going into, when you a man and you in a certain mental frame, you show that you willing to leave a woman for something like this, Valentine's Day. You show that you're not a fucking pushover. You're not going to be walked over. You're not going to be talked to, treated any type of a way. You got standards. When you a man with standards, it automatically cuts, the women you have to choose from. It cuts that in half. Most women don't want no man with any moral standing. They want a fucking simp. They don't want no man that's going to stand on something that's going to tell them what to do, that's going to be masculine. So being truly masculine is going to, and this is just a message out there to brothers. I feel you. Us being the men of the Lord, us standing stiffly on what we believe in, which is the law, statutes, and commandments, it pretty much, it greatly limits the women that we willing to deal with and the women that's willing to deal with us. So you might go without for a little while, and it is what it is. Sometimes you get that burn, but sometimes, hey, even within that, the Lord ain't gonna dry you out for longer than you can handle. He'll make a way, like, okay, get your rocks off. You know what I'm saying? But I need you to focus back up, because I done been there, man. I'm dealing with that now, bro. It gets like that sometimes. But you got to understand that the reason we have less women to choose from, or that we not really favorable, is because we're real men. It ain't that there's anything wrong with us. A lot of these women look at you and say, you know what, he too damn good for me, man. I can't deal with that. And they done came out and admitted it. But I ain't gonna drag this out. You know what I'm saying? I got one more preset and I'm gonna close it out. Let's see, this is Amos 5 and verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though you offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beast. So this pretty much is going into how the Lord hates the feast days that the nation of Israel is keeping at this current time, the majority of them. And why the Lord hates any feast day that he did not ordain, man. So any of that bullshit coming up, if you can't find it in the scriptures, if you can't go back and use what was written aforetime for our learning and find it being being celebrated, man, don't deal with it, man. It is what it is. Hey, the things that this world takes lightly, the Lord is gonna start judging heavily for it. I just seen fucking Mardi Gras. some Jake woman, Jake woman was out there with all her goodies out. I'm talking about bent over, just showing, and it's a crowd of people. This shit's then went viral. This is what's going on. It's men, women, children. I probably wasn't no children out there, but it's men, women out there. This is what's going on in the world. This place is, and it just showed me, I'm like, this bitch is in public, hold everything out, bent over, showing it. This is Sodom. It ain't just the man on man activities that make this place Sodom. It's the activities of the populace as a whole, man. You got people that, you know, hey, they got kids celebrating, you know, the alphabet community. They pushing it on kids. So that just goes to show you this is serious. Sodom and Gomorrah was that bad, but I go as far as to say Babylon the Great is worse, man. You know, so hey, I'm gonna cut this off. You know, Lord willing, this is edifying. Hey, and until the next one, I say Shalom.